the answer really lies in the politicism of the bankruptcy law. There is, I think, culturally a stigma still associated with bankruptcy, and so I think that companies and families or individuals that control companies are worried about the stigma of going into bankruptcy and using it as a tool to help deal with their debt situation. I think also the government, and this is why I say politically it's a sensitive topic, because I think the government is very worried about enforcement actions or bankruptcy which may affect the let's just say the rights of individuals, families, and particularly employees that may be working for a large enterprise, particularly a state-owned enterprise, given that the employment relationship is a little different than in the West. The employment relationship is a much more holistic relationship which provides welfare to that employee in many ways, for example, healthcare, housing, and not just a wage at the end of the day. And so I think the perception is if a company goes into bankruptcy and there's any threat to the well-being of the broader stakeholders, i.e. the employees and their families, that of course could be of great concern to the government in China, who, you know, I don't think would like to see instability associated with people out of jobs, losing all their money, etc. I think the other reason why the law hasn't been used is that a law, of course, is only as good as the infrastructure that supports it. And I think that, again, America is probably a very good example of this. Chapter 11 is very successful because we have a very experienced court system in the US that administers the law, and there's a very experienced group of practitioners that also help the courts to administer the law. Unfortunately in China, and the situation is definitely getting better, of course, that this is a new law and the legal system itself is still developing, and we're seeing rapid developments in the legal system. But I think that there's a certain unfamiliarity with the benefits that a law like this could bring to companies that are in distress, and that until such time that the lawyers, the accountants, and the judges who are administering this law or charged with administering it start to have comfort and an understanding of the benefits rather than the possible threats that it brings, is that we won't see it really working usefully until that happens. I think we need to give it time. It's definitely a good law. It has all of the structures and all of the tools that we would like to see in a law like this. It just needs a bit of, I think people just need to have confidence in it, and I think over time we'll see that, and hopefully we'll see it used beneficially for all stakeholders, companies, onshore lenders, and hopefully offshore lenders as well.